In 1989, 4-year-old Shinya Matsuoka vanished after being out of his father's sight for less than a minute. Days later, a mysterious woman called the family, asking when they would leave town. He has never been found. Shinya Matsuoka was 4 years old when he vanished on March 7, 1989. He was left-handed and had an older sister and a younger brother. After Shinya's maternal grandmother passed away, his family traveled from Ushiku in Ibaraki Prefecture to Komatsushima City in Tokushima Prefecture for her funeral. Afterward, they stayed overnight at the home of one of his mother Keiko's relatives in Sadamitsu, about an hour from Komatsushima City. The next morning, on March 7th, Shinya's father, Masanobu, took him and several of the other children, including some relatives and nephews, on a short walk around the neighborhood. Since breakfast was waiting, they were only gone for about 10 minutes. According to Masanobu, a flight of stone steps about 10 meters long led from the road up to the relative's front door. He clearly remembered Shinya walking closely behind him and making it all the way to the entrance. According to Masanobu, Shinya wanted to keep walking, so Masanobu quickly stepped inside, handed his younger son to Keiko, and immediately went back outside. But Shinya, who should have still been standing near the front door, was gone. It took Masanobu only about 20 seconds to hand his younger son to his wife and step back outside. He looked around, but Shinya was nowhere to be seen. The entire family immediately began searching the area, but Shinya was nowhere to be found. After one of the relatives called for help, members of the local volunteer fire department joined the search. Despite their efforts, there was no sign of him. At around 10 a.m., the family reported Shinya missing to the police. Authorities first believed he had wandered into the nearby mountains and become lost. Around 100 police officers, firefighters, and civilian volunteers searched the area, but they still found nothing. The following day, the search party grew to around 200 people. Searches continued for 3 months, but not a single confirmed trace of Shinya was ever found. The relative's home stood at the end of a quiet road that was rarely used by outsiders. Shinya had been out of Masanobu's sight for less than a minute. Police could not understand how anyone could have taken him in such a short amount of time. There was also a field about 100 meters from the house. Local residents working there told police they had not seen any unfamiliar vehicles in the area. Shinya and his family had only arrived the day before. The locals apparently did not even know they were staying there until the day he disappeared, making a planned abduction seem even less likely. Authorities also considered the possibility that a driver had accidentally hit Shinya and then taken him away or hidden his body. However, police found no evidence that a traffic accident had occurred. Shinya's family remained at their relative's home in Tokushima, hoping for news. On March 16th, the day before they planned to leave, the house received a mysterious phone call. The caller claimed to be the mother of Mariko Nakahara, a child at Seikei Kindergarten in Ibaraki Prefecture, which Shinya and his older sister also attended. She explained that the parents of children in the kindergarten's Dalnim class had collected money for the family after Shinya disappeared. She then asked, "When will you be returning home?" Keiko told her, "We plan to return tomorrow," and the call ended. After 10 days had passed without a single sign of Shinya, the family returned home to Ibaraki on March 17th. But several days after the family returned home, nothing arrived. There was no money, no message, and no further contact from the woman. Growing suspicious, the family called Seikei Kindergarten directly. The kindergarten told them that no collection had ever been organized and that no child named Mariko Nakahara was enrolled there. Masanobu later recalled that the woman spoke with the distinctive rising tone of the Tokushima dialect, suggesting she may have been local. What made the call even more disturbing was that the woman seemed to know 2 things she should not have known. If she was calling from Ibaraki, how did she get the phone number of Keiko's relative's home in Tokushima? But if she was from Tokushima, how did she know the name of Shinya's kindergarten back in Ibaraki? One possibility is that the caller never mentioned the kindergarten or class by name. She may have simply said that money had been collected. Another possibility is that the caller was involved in Shinya's disappearance. If he had been abducted, she could have learned the name of his kindergarten simply by asking him. The real purpose of the call was to find out when the family planned to leave Tokushima. The elaborate lie suggests that the family's departure mattered to her. It also seems unlikely that someone from Ibaraki had followed the family to Tokushima, since targeting Shinya near his own home would have been far easier. Another theory is that a large bird of prey carried Shinya away while the adults were distracted. This is considered extremely unlikely. After Shinya disappeared, his family appeared on television and traveled across Japan searching for him. The broadcasts led to many reported sightings. One of the most credible sightings came about a month later. A woman reported seeing a boy who closely resembled Shinya near the coast of Hiwasa. The child was with a man in his late 30s, but something about them seemed off. The man never spoke to the boy. The witness moved closer to get a better look. The man immediately seemed uneasy, blocked the child from view, and hurried him into a white car. Because North Korean abductions were a major concern in the 1980s, some believed the man may have been an agent. However, no evidence has ever confirmed this. At only 4 years old, Shinya would have been far too young for the typical purpose of teaching agents Japanese culture. Shinya vanished during an especially grim period in Japan. In 1989, the country was already shaken by a series of child abductions. Against that dark backdrop, Shinya disappeared on March 7, 1989, becoming yet another haunting mystery. His mother, Keiko Matsuoka, spent the rest of her life searching for answers. She died in October 2020 without ever finding out what happened to her son. As of 2026, 37 years later, Shinya's case remains unsolved and is considered one of Japan's 3 major unsolved child disappearance cases. If he is still alive today, he would be around 41 years old.